Hello everyone. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gútar Megacampaign. My name is Mark and you're watching episode 16. I know I have been neglecting uploading recently, and I don't really have a reason other than that I'm busy. I am creating my own. Well, technically I'm working on two mods at the same time. There is a mod on the Steam Workshop that adds Doggerland right here. But the original creator of that mod didn't add any history. It just took this dynasty and put it on there, which I found extremely... Is it even the right dynasty? No, it's this dynasty. Yeah, same dynasty as this dude, Saint Oswald. That's what I thought. This bloodline didn't survive. Oh. Well, he didn't add any history or any custom shit. He just added Doggerland into the world. So I'm fixing that for myself. It's almost done. And then I can share it with videos. I will not make it public because, well, I haven't asked permission for this of the guy. This is just, so it's just for myself. And I will make videos on it. Then I am making my own post-apocalyptic world with this map. And honestly, that is a lot harder to do than I expected. A lot harder to do than I expected. But nevertheless, I'm committed to that. I have already have too many hours in it to just quit. I'm recording, right? I'm recording. And then the third thing, I'm using a mod for all sorts of Viking hybrids. Hybrid cultures, I mean. And I found one culture for Norse and Greek. Or specifically a Byzantine group. If I hover over Greek, it says here Greek and then in hooks, in between hooks, Byzantine. That means which group it is. Same as Norse. Here's Norse and North Germanic. So I wanted to only hybridize with Sardinian. Why is this Norman? Oh, Sardinian is in the Latin group. Oh, that's why. So I made my own hybrid culture mod. But I also added the bastard trait to myself. Because I don't want people to vote for members of my dynasty, but who are too far away from my dynasty. I want to keep playing in one line. So we are founding a new dynasty, and I have somewhere a name already prepared. But first, we shall embrace the Sardnorse culture, blend the ways of the Norse conquerors and their Sardinian people into a single new culture. And now we are Sardnorse, basically the same as Norse. But I quickly make a picture of this because I want to compare it to the new fate I made. I also made a new faith, reformed the old ways and use. Sigtrygg stole the reformation of the Germanic faith mere months before the world changed. But here, on the southern island, the old gods speak with a new voice, the voice of the deep sea. Found your own faith. Then a lot of people, priests, could take over. On the cliffs above Cagliari, before the assembled host, I cast the arm rings of my fathers into the waves, as an offer to Aegir and Ran. The old gods have not abandoned us, they have sailed south with us. Sigtrygg may keep his reformation, we have found our own way. The Sephartu, the sea faith. The deep sea hears us. I couldn't figure out the symbol, which one is the correct one. But look at this. Oh, the description is broken and some god names are broken. The high god. Our high god is Aegir. Then we have Aegir, Njord, Odin, Thor, Ran, Freya, and Gufrun the Bone Squeezer. The first to lift us out of a dark age. Then we have evil god names Loki, Hel, and Jormungandr. But this is... Oh. Scripture is also gone now. But, yeah, priests can inherit titles. Priests can marry. A religion allows women to own temple holdings. Fairly weak rulers can prepare invasion. Fleets can navigate major rivers. Rulers can raid infidel neighbors for loot. Sephartu men can have up to 3 wives and 3 concubines. It's a little weird. Can designate any valid offspring as their heir. There is and can exist no religious head, and women may hold spymaster positions. So the only thing we lack now is rulers cannot demand conversion. We can no longer navigate major rivers or raid infidel neighbors for loot. And vassals do not mind if their levies are raised. We cannot reform. There's no slavery. We no longer have a low... non-pagans have no longer a very low supply limit. But we don't lose prestige if we're at peace for too long. I'm gonna fix this. I disabled all the songs, but fine. I'm gonna fix this symbol and the description eventually. But now, I think this 12 minutes in, 10 minutes, it's time to continue playing this game. Oh. Wait. Wow, okay, we can basically marry anybody we like, which is weird to think about. Oh, there's a prisoner. Whoa, people vote for my son. This is good news. Well, the Christian branch of our dynasty is slowly dying out. Oh, Geffelkind. It was not here the last time I played. But, sure. Young Halla of Elfheim. I remember you. Excellent. What was I going to do in this game again? What? Shall we invade Byzantium again? We will not win. My daughter, she's ill. Call my court physician. My wife is pregnant. This one. Good. Oh. Damn it. Oh. How can I... How can I stop them from... How can I stop them from inheriting lands from outside my realm? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Damn it. I also made the dispatch. Let's see if we get still raids. Sure. If we can still raid the fetish people. You of Nordland. What a lovely child. A son. Gunnario. Gonnario, Gavin, Björn, Ivar, Gonnario, Halfdan, Iktar, Halfdan, Toke, Björn, Zerkis, Hakon, Ubbe, Gonnario, Rold, Barison, Efiso, Knut, Komitelf, Torkitor, Rurik, Sten, Gunnario, Salucio, Ubbe, Sig Barison, Sigurd, Knut, Gunnario, Hakon, Torkitor. I found this name is the best. Torkitor. Apparently my mouse is still broken. I don't understand, but fine. Torkitor. Oh, there aren't a lot of choices. Honestly, he's better. But now, he's still better. Oh, they're already being raided. Then we just raid Pope. Dul Vojoslava. Dul Vojoslava. Fight to do. She wounded me. What? Oh! Yeah, that would explain things. Fuck. Well, then we need to search for Smith. Well, look at this. Hold the ancestor rites. Gather your dynasty, sacrifice to the honored dead, and recite the deeds of those who came before. Survival, glory, family. Lose 50 gold. The kin. Wait, we should forge me first a weapon. Torkitor Sigtrygg. The kin gathered at the shrine. We named our dead, poured meat into the sea for Aegir, and blood onto the stones for Gudrun and the ancestors. The old ones were with us tonight, survival, glory, and family. The dead remember us as we remember them. Nothing happens. Well, let's siege the Pope. Let's raid the Pope. Roll for the Normandy as Sigtrygg, the weaponsmith. He will probably seduce my wife, but sure. Give me an axe. Something of high quality. Mythical creature's bones is back. I don't care what he does in this. Oh. No. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I am recording, right? I am recording. Holy shit. One of the most rarest events. If I do this correctly, it will lead to immortality. Matters of life and death. With age comes wisdom, they say. Or at least it may change the questions we ask, you mutter to yourself. You've had trouble sleeping lately, more often than not, while the rest of your court is sound asleep. You find yourself staring at the ceiling. You are getting older, each day, closer to leaving this plane of existence. It is folly to fear such things, of course, yet you cannot keep these feelings at bay. Didn't you used to dream of more? What about you and Duchess Tietberga? What happened to love? You sit up straight in your bed. This is ridiculous. You are the ruler. You have people ready to serve you at your whim. Perhaps your counselors have any ideas? If nothing else, it might ease your trouble sleeping. Summon the council! You summon a secret meeting. Invite only. The servants of the Protector General are always welcome in my realm. Yes, sure. A meeting of the minds. Your council convenes, and the faces of your advisors speak of confusion. Why are we here, my lord? It comes with a hint of concern. You sit down, and the suspense is almost tangible, as you leave the question hanging in the air. Finally, you speak, and without disclosing much of your current nightly restlessness, you convey the message eloquently enough. I want to discuss the concept of life and death, and I want to look into everlasting life. They nod slowly. So, what do you think? The spirit rises in the room as your counselors start to talk. Some hesitantly, some gesturing widely. They all have ideas. Have Chief Rolfer organize a search party. Oh, by the way, now we see Norman. What the fuck? He used to be, in the last episode, a priest. But I made it so he is Feudal. He holds Porto Torres. So the Normandy dynasty could, what's it called, stay in power. Of Torres. Actually, I should recall it to De Torres, but sure. He shall have Chief Rolfer organize a search party. This option is available due to my high martial skill. Your Marshal Chief Rolfer will arrange a realm-wide search for any person in possession of knowledge on the matter. He seems doubtful regarding the whole endeavor, but maybe a healthy dose of skepticism is just what the job requires. Estonia has converted to Germanic religion. What was that? What were they for? Simonesco. Well, good for you. Honestly, you can have it. I don't want to fight that. I didn't want land in Scandinavia anyway. That's why I gave everything away. Like... Well, Bjorn, you idiot, you lost it to Aele the Giant. Well, at least Balder and Borfinn are going strong. What happened to the original guy that I gave Trygg? Oh, he never had sons. Of House Smith. The King of Africa. Well, no longer Africa, my boy, but sure. He's related to Gútar, to Genghis Khan, and to this Irish legendary guy. Okay. This world is falling apart. Even though that the pregnancy is over, my wife's craving for exotic foods have yet to stop. She's growing fat. You have had enough, dear. I gain 200 grace. The Shepherd's Crusade. The Shepherd's Crusade. With a bellowing shout, Agilov launches the crusade of poor souls from Como. Men and women from all across the Lombard lands have gathered to witness this momentous event, with not a single lord or lady to lead them, nor to be seen among the populace. Supposedly guided by the hand of God, he commands the shepherds, fletchers, and blacksmiths apprentices to march forward towards Jerusalem. It's a long and perilous path, with many challenges awaiting for them. Without supply lines nor help from the locals, they are unlikely to ever reach their destination. Can the miracles of these false gods truly save them from the fate everyone expects them to have? Peasants, pathetic. I'm gonna mark him a special interest. He's going against the Mongol Empire. 15k versus 9k. Well, they can win if they play it smart, but we're talking about Crusader Kings AI. Look, they're walking here. Oh no, it's not them. I lost the trade cynical. I have finally a weapon. It's terrible, but it's better than nothing. Because I lost... Oh, we have a new dynasty already. Well, Rustian, Bon, Hellenic, Sunnis, African, Slavic, Aztec, Samanesco, Romova, Old Germanic, Pagan, Old Germanic. Well, it's white and black, but no longer a raven. We use what about this? Tell me in the comments what you think about this. I also thought of this name, but the game just gave it to me, so I'm just gonna roll with it. For now, I need some wordplay on Gútar, because honestly that's better. And yes, I'm gonna do my best to keep this dynasty alive. Look at this. He's in my core. I will give him a bride. This one, and he can gain some land when we get some. Paying your passage. I'm not gonna say I believe the stories, but I've picked up some promising information, my Lord's Chief Rover says. However, we could do with some more supplies if we were to journey ever further. In fact, I might like to send word to hire scout in certain more distant regions, if we were to follow the leads and continue this mission. He pauses at the door, his posture strained. Of course, there are other ways to reach eternity, he sighs. When you open your mouth to respond, indignantly, I don't know how to pronounce this word, he interrupts you. I suppose the attitude comes with the job, master. My apologies. Your marshal exits the rooms. His steps growing fainter as you consider your options. 100 golds. I shall send word to the whole world if need be. I shall give Rolfer 100 golds. Oh, the Palnantoke. The Joms Vikings. A band of fierce Vikings have established a warrior brotherhood in Rügen along the Baltic coast. Oh, sorry for that. Based in a castle known as Jomsborg, these Vikings are devoted to Thor, Odin and the other Norse gods. They brook no quarter on the battlefield and will permit only the strongest and able warriors among their number. Though there are those who would dismiss them as simple brigands, the Jom Vikings have vowed to defend all Norse lands being encroached by Christendom or other foreign religions. Let's hope those zealots steer clear of us. No. Oh, I fucked up. My religion is supposed to be a... what's it called? A heresy of the Norse religion. But I fucked up somewhere. So they see it as a whole different religion. The game sees it as like Tengri. It's a different religion. Oh. What? Blood of Radboud, Blood of Rorker, Blood of Gudrun. A son of Gandalfer, the green-faced. Holy shit. I think this is our first actual king of Pannonia. And he's Polish. That sucks. But like I said, I think this is the first actual king of our dynasty. It's actually genius. I don't know how this happens. I shall look at the code to figure this out. After code, I mean the title history. So, Arpad the Conqueror. His son inherited. Yes. And then he just conquered it in a war. And the only title he holds is Gdańsk. Wow. Honestly, that's cool. That is pretty cool. What? Clermont. Why are you there? Oh, the Carlings. They are dead. They're just basically dead. Yeah, you're a cripple. You should marry Lombardy and try to inherit their thing. What's it called? Country. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Oh, the levies are dropping, finally. Finally. 3 generations later and they start to drop. But EU4 will be a bitch with the Aztecs. One castle left on the Pope. Alexandria. Now we have Helgi. One castle less. The priesthood of Anjou. Okay. The lusty Irish mate. King Hastings, son of hell. Oh! King Barret the Skeptic of Hungary is fighting King Ingilfer the Legendary of Swiftshot. You are legendary, you don't have an own bloodline. This weakening as a warrior. I'm no offensive. My court physician. Yeah, it will be in my best interest that you know what you're doing. My wife is pregnant again. Samander has gained 1 learning. Oh, by the way, I gave what's it called? Oh, Spirit of Valtros Dynasty some land. But it looks like the son that was born to their dynasty is of my old dynasty. So sorry about that. I don't control everything. My wife's so dressed. How unfortunate. She would not listen to me. A mystic appears. Your Marshal Rolfer looks lost for words. Master, I'm not sure what to think. He shakes his head as he searches for the correct ways to phrase himself. My Jarl, she is impressive. I can't quite put my finger on it. Not to mention she has traveled far. His face conveys uncertainty, and he shifts his wave. I see, you say, scratching your head. Rolfer breaks the silence. My lord, I can still send her away. What say you? Let's hear this woman out. A woman named Tek Haya appears at the court of King Sigtrygg the Just. Wait, now I must look at her name. Who are you? Oh, Frankish. Let's see, where is she? At the bottom, I think. I don't... Yeah, T. Ooh. Is this a real one or a fake one? I don't remember. Oh, I think this is a real... this is a fake one. No. Well, the story is the story. Oystein Hakon's son, Skepianus. Oh, I was also gonna give you land. I will teach you about Aegir. And we have raised siege Rome, and now we attack Papal War. And stop it with the music. An intriguing encounter. A tall figure offers you a nod but does not smile. She eyes you skeptically, measuring you up as much as you are her. Her clothing, possibly intended to be modest, is foreign to you, and you have trouble concealing your confusion. In fact, the warrior woman before you is bound to stand out in your court in more ways than one. I am Tekhakya. You are Sigtrygg, she says, as if somebody had forgotten to introduce you. Perhaps you have spoken the first word to assert your position, but the muscular woman makes you more than a little nervous. I hear you are looking to live forever, she finally says. More a statement than question. I can help. I will accept your teachings, Tekhaya. Eternal life must be mine. Who are you? Sure, be brave. Just be brave. I don't care what happens, just be brave. Another son. Gaffiano. No, you shall be known as Mariano. to tell the fox you need guidance. Now with rifles. And now I'll duel this woman again. Which I can't. In honor of the ancestors, Tekhakie sits on the floor when you enter the room. What looks like polished pieces of bone strewn out in front of her. She motions for you to join her. You have neglected your spirit, she says, eyes closed. You shift uncomfortably in your seat. I have not, you mumble. Her eyes open at this and she stares at you. A steely cold look, and you retract your statement. You must sacrifice, she declares. Very well, you reply, thinking you learned Ingvar, see to it. As if she could read your mind, Tekhaie shakes her head. You must do this on your own. Don't you see what I see? You notice a pattern in the bones. It looks just like an antelope. How curious. You will perform the sacrifice using an antelope, ordered in from far away. Father, father, calls Torquitor, pulling my arm, pleading to play with him and this latest toy, completely oblivious to all the important work I am in the middle of. Sometimes this kid can really be insufferable. Alright, Torquitor, what is this? Alright, Rolfer. After a long day of typical ruler's work, you are sitting on the bed and contemplating the nature of war and conquest. Thinking about it, you clearly notice how much more civilized your people is, and how ridiculous the problems other more primitive cultures are facing are. After a night's worth of thought, you come to the conclusion that I'll show those other people the lights of civilization and true faith. You know, offensive and imperialistic. Everybody knows that I have spent several years directing the work on my book, when today I am presented with the final product. I am not sure what I was expecting, but Legends of the Sigtrygg is certainly something. A book. Legends of the Sigtrygg. Well, no. Legends of the Gútar. Legends of the Gútar. 5 on opinion. Stupid song. The Grateful Dead. Tekhakie hands you a beautiful dagger. The antelope, held down on the stone slab, is surprisingly calm. Thank you. Oh, what? Wait. Thank you, you say quietly to the animal. You hesitate only a second before slicing its throat. The blood pours down on the altar, and Tekhaie nods solemnly. Your heart flutters at the notion of having pleased this statuesque character. Your grandfathers and mothers would be proud, Tekhaie announced. Thank you, Tekhaie, for having me do this. Gain 1 martial. Well, I did not expect that to work. Yeah, you're always welcome in my realm of the great Mongol Chinese Empire. The preparation of Chancellor Seely's arrival tomorrow are well underway, but I find myself pondering what more I can do to make him feel welcome, even though a proficient translator has been summoned. An hour or two. Oh, it went well. This time I did not oversleep. Good. I will. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. And now we go home with 13,000 gold. Oh, 500. Also good, a good number. And now we're back home. Now we do some warrior training. Then we do Vojislava. Oh, she even instructed us. A sparring match, huh? And now this time we won. Can we build something? Yeah, Earth's called training grounds. Now, I have to admit, one of my courtiers is recently well endowed, in a way that pleased my eyes. Yes dear, you were saying I was distracted. Well, then we just visit a dungeon. And we never look at her again. Hastings of Montreux. He's a redhead, but he is blonde. Well, sure. Sure. I don't care. Young CK2. Excellent. You shall be diligent. My boats. Duel for honor. Duel Bothilda. Are you kidding me? Wasn't this the guy I just gave land to? No. Oh. That was not meant to happen. Damn it, Zeemander. You know what? Infidels. I will show you who's an infidel. Demand religious. You know what? Revoke title. Huh? What you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Dek hij is. Tekheye's sacred jar. Tekheye knocks on your door one evening, carrying a large ceramic jar. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Tekheye knocks on your door one evening carrying a large ceramic jar, animal motifs and ornaments encircling it. Puzzled, you invite her in and pull out 2 chairs. Student Sigtrygg, I am pleased with the sacrifice you performed, she says, sitting down on the floor. She placed the jar in front of her. Your ancestors are surely appeased, but I thought it would be a good time to prove to them your strength further. As she removes the lid from the jar, you hear a hissing noise. A large snake spring launch at you, and you are left to your instincts. Grab the snake by its neck. You will attempt to wring the neck of the snake, risking his venomous fangs. While more likely to succeed, this seems dangerous. Sparring match. I duel Bordhilder Iron Grip. King of Snakes. Tekhaya's eyes widen as you, with the speed of a heron, reach out and grab the snake by its neck. The creature writhes in your hands and you proceed to slam it against the table hard. In a state of panic, you repeat the action several times before you hear Tekhaya's steady voice getting through to you. Master, the soul is gone. You can let it go now. You're that good. The snake is limp in your hold. Your palms are sweaty. Damn it! Your palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. That was intense. Gain 2 marvel. Oh my god. Gain 2 marvels. Gain 2 martial. And I gained the trait Brawny. We are the ghosts and I need a steward. Sigtrygg. Sure. Claim some money for me. Well. Goodbye, you idiots. I didn't want you in my land. Good. Recruit court physician. No, I shall, I shall recruit a court physician. But now I can skip this. This line, no. This line. Legisterre Galverga. Include lower titles. Good job. I hope I do not have to wait long. Ardortia and my father-in-law. Sure. Eric. Why does he look Anglo-Saxon? Just don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, I created another culture in this mod. Is Saxon. This is just because of the bloodline. Oh, because this island has been Saxon the whole time since 800, I believe. Yeah, 802. Chief Bernard II, the Sword of Odin. He created it and he gave it to that heart, the giving of Iceland. It's been Saxon the whole time, so I just thought it made sense if the culture would shift. So, he was Saxon, he could do nothing, but they can raid overseas with ships. And this gives them that they can raid oh. Yeah, rulers can raid infidel neighbors for loot. So, and raid overseas. So in theory, they can go to basically everywhere. So, that's that. If you got some ideas for names in this culture, Sardnorse, or better name idea for this culture name, just no, I don't want to hear that. Why you? Just put them in the comments. I will find them and I will add them. If you still want a dynasty in the game, it can still happen. I will. Well, shift. Scandinavia is healing again. Norway is losing to Ficken, which is not that strange, to be honest. This dynasty will probably not survive. A trial of faith. When you, after a long wait, are summoned to Tekhai's chambers again, you are excited. What mystical challenge lies ahead of you this time? There's a spring in your step as you enter to find her standing like a statue. Head bowed, hands holding something to you. Sometimes you wonder what she does when you're not around. Does she even move? What is this? You ask. Magic, she says naturally. The time has come for your spirit to choose its next vessel. No, don't be afraid. The breath of life within you is powerful enough to be passed on. You should be proud. She hands your water-skin emotions to the floor. Then she begins to hum. It's both melodic and eerie. You are so wise, Tekhai. You gulp down the liquid and lay down on the floor, closing your eyes to the sound of Tekhai's voice. This will potentially kill you, but there's also a chance of something incredible happening. Well, Tekhai the Fearless, she will probably kill me. But, yeah, that's what I thought. Damn it. No, I shall name you Mark. And you shall marry Brigetta. And you shall be educated by the strongest man there is. The final ritual. Tekhai's chanting grows faint as you find yourself floating upwards, looking down at your own body. Oh, I cannot play as him. The room has a strange purple hue to it, as if twilight had fallen, yet it shouldn't have. The mystic leans in over your body, touching your forehead, and she speaks, but you can't make out what she's saying. You struggle to move closer to her through the air, but you feel like you are underwater, your limbs heavy, your movements slowed to a crawl. You try to call her attention by screaming, but no sound comes out. Suddenly, she turns around, not seeing you, but sensing your presence. She moves her hand through the air, where you hang, and smiles. You can barely make out the words she says. You are a brave warrior, King Sigtrygg, and your spirit is strong. I hope we meet again. Dagaya, I am not ready. Am I ready? Released from your old vessel, your spirit moves on to take up residence in the newly born marker. You die. Duke Sigtrygg feast with the gods at age 28. He died under suspicious circumstances. A chaste man, his honor was beyond refute. A godly man, Sigtrygg is with Odin now. Duke Torkitor, merely 4 years old. The realms is left in the capable hands of the regent and the council. Long live Duke Torkitor. So be it. I hope the Yingvar. I hope the circumstances of my untimely death make someone suspicious. I did not die a natural death. Someone suspect I did not die naturally. And that's where we leave it this episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I certainly didn't, because I am dead. Again. Yay. First of all, give me this, move in. Second of all, I want to play as marker if I die. I forgot to rename the counties, I just realized. Second of all, and we shall hold the ancestor rites again. The dead remember us as we remember them. Then I press on pass. Yeah, money is not an issue. Oh, well, it looks like we need to fight. Mariano Sigtrygg. Marker. Mariano. Well, and the shepherds are dead. The shattered shepherds. Igeloff finally has his people stand down as the losses against Kagan Kigori II of the Mongol Empire proved to be too costly. Most of the army were executed right there and then, and Igeloff brought back to Terek to show everyone what happens to peasants who try to attack their betters. After all, nobody ever believed the peasants would win against the battle-hardened armies of the Mongol Empire. Well, as expected. Honestly, that's on him. Who are you? We're in my court. But in house arrest. Tiut di Goto has been pushing you around and finding ways to make your life miserable at every turn. You want to give her peace of your mind, but you're worried you might end And up wars for where? I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. And now. Oh, brother. It needs to be approved by my regents. God damn it, regents. Here, have some money. Prove this now. Regents. My favor, yes. I want my lands back. Regions. Calling council support. Does it work? I hope so. Yes, it works. And brother, you shall now be released. I don't care where you go. Rather you just go away, but sure, you can stay here. Well, the Umayyads are having a fun time. Well, the Carlings have 1, 2, 3 counties, are in 2 wars, losing them all. One is for Amiens, and the other is also for Amiens, and that is the capital. The Carlings are gonna die. Swabia was Igololfing. A shilling. Okay. There's the only pure Christian dynasty left. Well, pure. They're inbred as fuck, but sure. Well, everybody, I'll see you in episode 17. Bye. Bye.